Hey everybody, I'm Jen Woodhouse from the House of Wood, and today we're talking all about the basics of staining. Welcome to Staining School 101. First and foremost, preparation is key to a professional looking project, so you always want to prepare the wood with a light sanding. All stains need open pores to be absorbed properly, so when you're sanding, you're opening up those wood fibers so that the stain can soak in really well. Start with a medium grit sandpaper and work your way up to a finer grit. Just remember, the smaller the number, the coarser the grit. So an 80 grit sandpaper is going to be way more aggressive than 320 grit, which is a lot finer. I usually like to start with 120 grit and then work my way up to 220. When you're sanding, do your best to sand in the direction of the wood grain to avoid leaving scratches. Then remove all dust and debris before applying stain. It's also nice to make yourself a stain stick so you can easily decide which color you want to use. Of course, different wood species are going to take stain differently, so if you work with a lot of different wood types, then you might find it useful to make a stain stick for each species. I typically work with pine, so I stained a scrap pine board in all of my favorite Varathane colors so that I can quickly choose which stain I want to use for which project. You still want to test out a small patch on your project, like on a piece of scrap wood or something, but this stain stick gives me a good starting point so I know which can to grab. Once you open up the can of stain, you're going to want to stir it up really well because some of the color can settle at the bottom, so to get the most even tone and the truest color, stir it up before and during application. You can apply the stain with a bristle or a foam brush, but I just grab the nearest shop rag and some gloves and start applying the stain. To ensure that the stain is soaking in properly, I use a circular motion, really rubbing the stain in, and then I immediately go back and wipe up any excess in the direction of the wood grain. The great thing about this Varathane stain is that you can achieve your target color in just one coat. Unlike most stains, you don't have to keep layering on coat after coat to get the depth and richness that you're looking for. And it dries in an hour, so you can complete your projects faster and more efficiently. And as a homeschooling mom of two, I really appreciate the quick dry time. Once you've stained your entire project, be sure to wipe up any unabsorbed stain. You don't want to let any stain dry on the surface of the wood because it'll cause problems later on. So let that sit for an hour, and then once it's dry, you're ready to move on to the finishing stages. You'll want to apply a clear finish like a polyurethane or a lacquer for long-term protection and durability. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video helped you understand the basics of staining. If you want to check out more DIY projects and tutorials, visit jenwoodhouse.com, and I'll see you next time. Prepare the wood. Start with a medium grit sandpaper and work your way up to blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. The nearest shop rag and some gloves and start working it into the wood. No, that's not true. That's what she said. All right. I just grabbed the nearest shop rag and some gloves and start staining. I don't know. Texas. Oy. And complete your projects more efficiently and quicker. No. So you can complete your project much more faster. Ah.